Today's craft is how to make a dinosaur headpiece. So I found this piece of felt. Again, I'm using what's found around the house, and I used a marker and a index card as a stencil, and I traced out the shape that I wanted. And I have this on the fold, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to cut it now. Using this paper as a ruler, I'm going to draw a line. So here's my line. So I have a sewing machine. So what I decided to do is sew a base stitch along the black line. And this is also something you could do with a hand stitch with a needle and thread. So that's what I have so far, and I'm still in the fold. I have not cut it yet, but I will towards the end. So now what I'm going to do is sew the edge of one side of the triangles, and I will show you when I'm finished. And then I will take a break on the stitching and stuff the points. So I have stitched along this side, and then I'm going to start by stuffing the inside of the points. So that's what I'm going to use. You could also use newspaper or fabric scraps or cotton balls or anything that you have enough of that you could stuff it with. You know, this is again a game in doing art with things you find around the house. That looks pretty good. I think now I'm ready to stitch the rest of this. And each time I'm fitting it in the sewing machine, I'm making sure that I'm not on the fold, because I'm going to need that couple centimeters of fabric. So now I've stitched the inside of the next one. And I'm going to stitch this part of the next triangle and then take a break and stuff it. Voila. So now I have stuffed all of them, and I'm going to snip a few threads and make a couple points even, and then I'll show you the last step. Okay, so now I'm going to cut the fold, and it's going to give me a flap that I can then put a snap or a Velcro on to connect it to my hoodie. So it's slide that scissors in there. It's important to use a sewing scissors, not something that you've used on paper. Paper will dull the scissors. So this is the final product, and I sewed some snaps on and attached it to my hoodie. You could also use Velcro, and that way you could take it on and off again and use different kinds of headpieces. So if you make a dinosaur headpiece, I'd love to see what you made. Thanks so much. Bye.